The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin.
And I got Lou from Fairfield, Connecticut, man. How you doing, Lou?
I'm doing good, Darrell. And I got to tell you, you're not just blowing hot air out there. I think the way you look at the market is terrific. You're a nice guy as far as over the TV. All the research you do, all the homework you do, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate your view of the market. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
Alrighty, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour right here on TFNN. I'm your host, Darrell Martin, and don't forget you can check us out at TFNN.mobi on your mobile phone. Check us out live inside the Signal platform or right there on your TV. Or at least, I guess you can do it on your TV, right, if you have a smart TV. But TFNN.com, click on Tiger TV. Let's check out where the markets are at right now. Right here, get your lunch market wrap going. We got the S&P is currently down 2 points. Russell's down 13. NASDAQ's down 36. Dow's a little bit mixed up right now, 18 points on the day. We got copper currently down, it looks like a little over 0.5%. We got gold up about a third of a percent, up 4.5 points. Silver up 0.25% on the day. Oil up 31 cents right now. We got natural gas up over 1.5%. Nice big move there in natural gas, but it does that on a pretty regular basis. Going into the ag markets, we got corn right now up 3.5. We have soybeans up 7.5 points. Pound dollar is currently down a quarter of a point. We got the euro dollar is down 0.0026, so down 26 pips right now. We got euro pound is down 8 pips. We got the dollar franc up 29, getting some dollar strength right there. U.S. yen, we got the U.S. yen currently down 19 pips. Euro yen down 57. Aussie yen down 37. We got the dollar index pretty much flat, unchanged on the day compared to the basket of currencies there. It's your dollar index future contract. And looking on over at the bonds, we got up about 0.25%, so nice move right there. And that gets us caught up on your lunch market wrap. Also wanted to catch you up. Thank you for everybody who helped sponsor my daughter's school, Felicity. She was going out and she did a big fun run, and she was very happy with herself. Her goal was 35 laps. She ran 35 laps, and it's pretty cool as they go running around and doing everything. They marked the back of their shirt there. So she actually pulled off 36 laps. She wanted to do one extra one above it. So as they go by, they actually mark it off, and they have a ton of fun doing everything that they're doing. And I mean, she's flying around those things as fast as she can, and just having a really, really good time. And it's pretty cool. I mean, they go and they talk about character and integrity. They talk about you can raise pledges, and pledges are promises, and teaching them about that as well. So you can sort of see some of the stuff on here where it says like fitness, leadership, character. And so it's just a really, really good event. She did awesome. She got a little bike and all that, so she's really excited. And but they get to run through a tunnel. Here's sort of a bigger view for you if you're watching over on Tiger TV. They run all around the two sides of the gym here. They're running all around and through the tunnels and everything, and they're screaming, of course, every time they go through the tunnel, and just have a good time. So it's cool stuff, but I want to thank everybody out there that helped sponsor her. She had a fun time, and it helped the school out a ton. All right, let's see what we got going on today with the market. A couple things is reminders there. You got to do your rollovers. If you haven't rolled over your contract, let's go ahead and knock that out. Let me walk you through that in case you are not quite sure what that means, how to do it, where to find it. There's multiple ways to learn about rollover and how to do rollover. One of the great things is we make it really easy for you with the scanner because we post a calendar in there of exactly when you should be rolling everything over and to what symbol and what the symbol name is, and just all the little pieces that can sometimes trip you up as a newer trader. And then just some of the pieces that sometimes you can forget about as an experienced trader because you're keeping up with so many different things. So if you log on into the scanner, what you're going to see is you'll see a tab that says Nadex information at the top. And again, you can get access to this. You can get, check it out for free over at TFNN. But if you log on in, you'll see the scanner at the top. And then you'll see the Nadex information tab. Once you click on that tab, then scroll on down and you'll just see a calendar. We load everything up. We also have a current underlying that gives you all of the underlying markets in like a sort of a Thinkorswim or a, eSignal or whatever, or NinjaTrader format. And so you can go in here, you can check it out, and if we go like right here and you highlight over it, it'll show you the symbol. It's it's now rolled over to oil is rolled over to CL X4 or CL 1114. And I highly recommend you roll over your charts the day, like when that happens, like do it like right at the market close before that. So like on Friday, you should have rolled over oil, the S&P, ES, you should have rolled over TF, the small cap, you should have rolled over NQ, the NASDAQ 100, and YM, the Wall Street 30 there. All of those should have been rolled over right here on the 12th, on Friday. And so if you have any kind of market analyzers, any kind of quote trackers, any kind of chart traders, charts, DOMs, anything that has it in your platform, you want to roll all of them over, but do it before the week starts. Because when the week starts, you come in, you're ready to go. And some platforms, like, you'll have issues if you open up old charts. So it's a good measure to go in and, clean all that stuff out, okay, and get it all ready. So now today, at the end, at 6 o'clock, you'll want to roll over the DAX, okay, and the FDAX there. And you'll also want to roll over the FTSE, or Z is the contract. So, FDAX 1214 and Ninja there, and then FTSE, you get a Z 1214 or Z4, or, just depends again on the, platform you're using, what symbology they use, but there's the symbols right there to know what to use. But make sure you do have that done right now if you haven't done it already. I'll see some traders go, I have different charts, and they don't realize that they're looking at like a 1214 or 1114 on one and like a 1014 on another, and they're wondering why their charts don't match up. So there's a lot of little things like that can happen, that if you don't go in and do the correct thing, clear out all your data cache, everything, that it can really mess you up. Inside the toolkit, make sure you clear your cache every day. So you should have, on Friday, you should have rolled everything over, okay? And then on Monday, you should have cleared your cache before you opened up, like, say, NinjaTrader. So you get rid of all that old data, so it was fresh, clean data. If there was any kind of data errors, it fixed it. They do that over the weekend especially. So that's a great time to do it, but really I do it every single day. So we had, some good activity going on this morning. And let me see here what I can do. We'll bring a couple things up. And looking here at the, Russell. And we get some traders send some charts into them. We got some great momentum scalps going on, right out of the gate, first thing in the morning. And as you can see up here, just basically on the diagnostic bars, the volume's exceeding expectation. When the volume exceeds expectation, we look to go short, and 3 ticks below that bar, and we take profit basically at the close of the next bar there. That's what we're doing. Really, it's, in this case, 14 tick bars starting with 11 ticks later. But, you're looking at, 15 trades or so right there, just right in the first, what is that, hour? Less than an hour. And moves on down to 1 deviation. You're sort of done for the day. The market's going to chop a little bit after this point. You can try to go the other way. You'll probably catch a few trades, but you'll also probably catch a couple losses that'll, make it not quite as worth it. But, you could have caught a few more. I wouldn't take any more shorts going into the 1 deviation level. Could take some longs. But just remember, after we get that 1 deviation move, we don't, it may just completely reverse. But really, that's your money. That's your money shot. You go in, it's going to go in and get money all the way down. But when you hit 1 deviation, it's either going to go flat or it's going to reverse. So you can go for the reversal. Just understand you're also going to get some frustration with that if you don't take the shots at the right place. If you don't go in and fire off your trades at the right time, there's that premium time. And then there's that more difficult time. It doesn't mean you can't place trades at a more difficult time when you're trading. It doesn't mean you can't place them in the afternoon. It doesn't mean you can't play them at different times throughout the trades. But it can be, a lot more challenging. Let's see here. I was trying to show this up, but I think we're getting a little technical glitch. There we go. Okay, got it back up, I think. There we go. We got that one. And, sorry, folks, give me one more second. We got just a technical, going on here. I feel like 20 error messages in Hotcom. I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on. Maybe that'll update it and get us going. Bring that chart right back up for you to the top. Here we go. All right, that should be clearing on through now. So, sorry about that. But anyway, so we got everything going through here. We're talking about the movement's going down, and so right on down here, just the market moving on down. But again, every time we got a bar, we're selling 3 ticks below. Volume is exceeding expectations. Its actual volume is the blue line, and then the orange, gold, yellow, whatever you want to call it, line right there is the expected volume. So as that's exceeded, we can add on to the position. But we come down to 1 deviation. Look what happens when we hit 1 deviation. Pretty much to the tick and bounce right off of it. Again, these can be trades going up the opposite direction. I don't like trading into the 1 deviation because I expect it to bounce. I am more cautious trading after it's at 1 deviation because I basically am not surprised, okay, that it goes flat, because it'll either go flat or usually reverse after a 1 deviation move. So you just take on more risk of getting caught into more chop by doing this, by entering in at this point. And you can even see, on the MVP, on the predictor line, how it's just like going right there, just flat, those arrows. So they haven't went long, they haven't went short. Finally they go long, but then they go flat again. So there's a lot of flat choppiness going on right there. Somebody said that some of the pictures didn't come through. Y'all wanted me to put them back up. So there you go. This is basically the tunnel they were running through. Sorry, just doing a little recap for you. And let's see, what else did I show? I showed her running around. So there she is going as fast as she can, trying to beat everybody. But and then, of course, getting to run into that tunnel. You can't beat that, I guess. And just fun times. But, all right, back on over. Let me get rid of that. I don't know if that's HotCom messing up when I open those up or what it is. But it looks like the bar, it's looking good there. Anyway, so that's how we trade the Russell, and it was a good morning on the entire trade. Just the way it worked out, was able to, have plenty of momentum scalps in the process. All right, let's check out a couple other markets from this morning. See what else we got going on. Let's check out NASDAQ. Okay, so we had some good momentum scalps going, of course, as well on NASDAQ. And, I love momentum scalps because, they're short, quick, easy trades. And sometimes when you don't have anything else, you can easily just pick these things up. And there's good volume. You hate to just throw it away, waiting on just that right signal to line up or whatever else. And so you don't have to wait on anything. You can just go with it. And as you can see right here, this morning it's going short, just all the way down, caught it. And market moved down just shy of 1 deviation, a little pullback to 0.7, moved on back down to 1 deviation, and still pretty flat at the moment. So just a great momentum scalp morning right there. And, how do you know that? Well, right out of the gate, we're just busting through. We're like at expectations, and then all of a sudden breaking it. You didn't have to wait more than, a couple bars, to find that out. And you found that out pretty much in the first, 15 minutes of the day. All right, stay there. We'll be right back after this.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks. Welcome on back to the Diagnostic Trading Hour, and let me see what I can pull up. All right, that should do that. And now, okay, so we got the NASDAQ, and what else do we have? Over here, I'm going to pull up a couple more things. Okay, we got Euro USD. Let's throw that up there. So just trying to get a little variety in the mix. So going on here, we got the spike strikers, and happening just all throughout the day. We got one triggered, though. Only one triggered so far. We got another one looks like it's about to trigger right here at the end of the hour. But you can go in, you can see this one. That one ended up right up there. But a nice spike striker sell, moved on down, and a little oscillation. And then right at the bottom of the expected range, so really not expecting a big move. When we see a spike striker, we're expecting it could be a continuation, could be a reversal. In this case, it's a reversal, the way it's breaking out. So a reversal from that high going on down, or we expect it to go flat. But we don't really expect it to have a big trend. Okay, sometimes they do, but, it's like, is it going to go flat or is it going to move? Well, we'll look at volume to determine that. So that's one thing you can add on volume to look at it. I usually look at 10-minute volume if I'm going to do that. But biggest thing I look at really is expected range. And But also, of course, take into account, where we're at on the daily deviation levels. But expected range, I mean, it's pretty much burnt its expected move from high to low right here. We're already sort of surpassing the expected move within this hour. And it breaks out right there. I'm not expecting a whole lot. So let's open up a chart, maybe do a little more detailed analysis on this specific trade. And let me go here, euro dollar, pull up a 5-minute chart. Throw the spike tracker on there. Just look at these spikes going on. And as that comes on up, we'll probably add in volume too. I just want to show you, a couple little, bonus lessons along the way as you're learning how to do these various trades on Nadex. And what we're doing is we're selling an in-the-money binary. So just in case you're sort of new to the show here, we are talking about Nadex most of the time. And so we're selling an in-the-money binary contract right over here. And see this move on down. Okay? And so one of the things I could do is I could go in, I could add in expected volume. But basically I like when I'm looking at time-based bars, my favorite time series to look at is 10 minutes. And so what I'll do is I'll go to the expected volume. I'll change it to manual, and I'll say, hey, show me 10 minutes in the offset mode there. We'll do that. And then once that loads up, then I can do a little volume analysis with it. But the main thing I'm pointing out that I really want you to see out of this trade is right here. We have moved the expected move. Okay, you can also see that down here even more clearly. On the expected range, we're already at the expected range when the move happens. That means I don't expect a whole lot further of a move. And now I am exceeding volume, but I'm not just busting through it. I mean, last hour, you can see how it went way past the expected volume. So it busted out, it broke above it, and we had a ton of volume in the 9 to 10 a.m. hour right here. Okay? And we weren't just exceeding it by a little bit. We were blowing straight past through it. Okay, and you can see how we just had this big run. That could give you the confidence to do an out-of-the-money trade because you see all that massive volume. Okay, we going down here. We are exceeding it, and that's good. But we're not just. Comparatively here, we're not exploding. We got a couple thousand contracts versus 5, 6, 7, 8,000 contracts. Okay, so almost 25% of the volume happening earlier from the morning is what we're seeing right here. So I'm going to be more inclined to go with an in-the-money contract. And what I can do is I actually can go over to my expected ranges, and I can add them on twice. Okay? And this is just more advanced analysis. This is sort of making the simple a little more complex. But, as you learn the basics, you can learn how to, add on little things. And, the basics should get you to good, and the little things should get you to great. So there's a very small difference between the two. And so as a concept, there's 212 degrees. It's like 1 degree makes water boil, and boiling water brings steam, and with steam you can power a locomotive. 1 degree makes all the difference. So you learn those little things to go from good to great. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that when you get back, and what you might be looking for in your strike whenever this comes up. So stay right there. We'll be back right after this.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, let's see what all is going on with the news this morning. Things you need to be aware of. Like I told you yesterday, just to get you a little caught up on what all is happening here. And we had some China reports come out on Saturday. Said, hey, that might have a slight impact on the yen, the Aussie coming in. Whenever they open up, there could be a little bit of a gap. Just be aware of that. And then the big thing, the finance meetings could have an impact. Yesterday, the yen was on bank holiday, and so of course that can impact the whole liquidity of the yen today, make it move around a little bit different for a good chunk of the day, especially in the evening last night. They'll be opening back up and expect a bit of a boom explosion when they do. And you'll know when they open back up today, and just by watching the chart. It'll be very, very obvious. Okay? Let's go in and look at what other news we have on here. Just want to get the whole plan laid out for you. We got quite a bit of this. So not a lot of news going on this morning, like I said, going on into Monday. And let me pull up my trade calendar stats I do for you each and every week. We got right here on the 15th. We have the Empire State Manufacturing Index. I'd be aware of that. RBA Governor talking a little bit this evening at 8 o'clock. So you want to have that on your list. And the monetary policy statement's coming out tonight at 9:30. So also be aware of that. So obviously we talked about the volume happening right out of the gate on the morning indices, getting a nice, decent one deviation move, but starting to pull on back. Everything's starting to level off now, be pretty choppy, and leading into more of what would most likely end up being more of a range-bound day into the end of the day. So there's different ways that you can trade that. If we go ahead and pull up, let me get over here. We'll open this up and pull up, say, we'll get the Russell on here. Well, let's just pull up the Dow. It's usually even a little quieter than the others. But you can do things like butterflies and, also iron condors, of course. Now, the challenging part is, you get that IV on there. And, I got to roll over my Dow. I thought I had my Dow rolled over. Look at that. Okay, well, let's do it right now. Let's talk about it, walk through it. You really want to do it before you open up charts. But, let's see here. Go in and you'll just go to your tools, your instrument manager, and let me show you this. We were talking about it, so CL, and you can look it up, but you don't have to if you already have it in there. Okay, so if you already have it in there, it actually makes it really easy. I can just go over and grab all these. I can actually grab all of my international FX pairs right there, my Forex pairs on my futures. If you have them in. Well, a lot of people, if you don't trade them, they don't have them, and that's okay. But, I'm just getting them all cleaned up and tidy right now. And then let's see. We go grab NASDAQ. And then, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and add on. Do I have 12 in there already? Let's see. Okay, well, I have 10. I don't have 12. In K, go ahead and throw in my 12 on there. We'll throw in FTSE. Get that one ready for the roll. That's going to happen later tonight, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put it on there right now. And get the DAX. Get that one ready for later as well. So I just have it. You don't have to do that, but then I'll need to remove all the old ones off. All right? So, like Russell, I need to, go over and add that on. Guess it's got that one in the list. Okay, so we'll get rid of September. We're going to add December. Get rid of September on the Dow, add December. And so we got NASDAQ covered. We got right there. Make sure we got our S&P covered right up here. Get rid of that. I already had 12 on there, so we'll just move that on. Dollar index. Let's see where we're at on the dollar index. Time to roll that over as well. Get that one done. Let's see if we have anything left. Yeah, got to get ZN rolled on over. So like I got to get ZB, get that rolled on over. So lots of rollovers to do right now. And all right, that gets us caught up. And then tomorrow, or today after the market close, when FTSE and DAX roll on over, then I'm going to go ahead and drop the 914s off my list. So all right, that gets us caught up there, which will now allow me to go in and open just a new chart up. Makes it a lot easier. So we'll go over here and let's load up 1214. And I think I pissed it off by not rolling over first. So I'm just going to reboot my Ninja. That happens occasionally to take care of that problem. We'll load the Dow right back on up. Okay, so just one moment while I get it all reset. And we'll have it up and running for you. Okay, let's see what we can do while that's in its fun little process of rebooting. Like I said, I just didn't get it. I was out Friday, and so normally on my Friday routine, I stop and check everything and roll everything over, but I was out, and since I was out, I wasn't on top of it. I even knew rollover happened. I'm just so used to doing it. I don't ever do it on Mondays now. But now I got it caught up, and we should be all good. Okay, so it's loading up. Just takes a couple minutes to get it all where we need it to be. And then we'll dive into the rest of the week as well. But I just want to show you some range-bound trading potential ways to do things on here. And so when I get that back up, it's just going through and opening everything at the moment. Then we'll walk through it. Okay. Let's walk through what we got left on the news for the week. And eventually, during the break, I'll get all that set up for us. and we can go through and we can look at all of it. I think that'll be a lot more effective way to get this done, because otherwise we're going to have to wait for every little chart to get all up and running. So what do we have? We have a lot of be aware events. So we talked about the Empire State Manufacturing. I'll go ahead and get these uploaded for you. We'll go through, and we said basically those will be aware from this morning. We got tonight. We got to be aware on the Aussie dollar, and then we got the monetary policy as well. But going on into this evening, we do have a trade for you that I do want you to be ready to take advantage of. The strangle straddle over there on the pound CPI coming out at 430. And so on that trade, we're going to be looking to find a straddle on the trade. We're looking for a big move. We're looking for an entry as early as 11 with an expiration of 7 for a maximum risk of $35 on the trade. Okay? And early as 11 for 7 a.m. with a max of $35 on the trade. Make sure to set your take profits. Very important. Make sure to set your take profits on straddles, because they can move up and pull on back. That's sort of the danger in doing them, is them pulling back on you. Okay? And so you got to have those take profits in there. And so let's get that on the list. Going on over into the retail sells. Let me see if I see anything on that we might be able to take advantage of. For the retail sales news, I definitely have that obviously as a be aware event. Just want to see if I had anything else beyond it. But it looks like I don't. We don't have a consistent enough stats to make it a trade, just the way that it moves. So we're going to throw the retail sales off of the list. But we do want it as a be aware event. And that's supposed to be coming out on the 16th for the next morning. Let's see, where is that at? And yeah, so that's actually on Thursday. Okay, so I need to move that one on over. On that event, let's see. Okay, so we actually will have that trade on there. Let me just get that cleaned up on my list. So that's what I do every Monday as I go through. So like Friday, I'm cleaning up all my rollovers. Monday, I'm going through and I'm weighing out all my news. Okay? Let's see here. We got our CPI trade. So we already talked about that straddle, right? You got that one on your list. And so right there, let's go in and let's see what we have for Tuesday on the list. So with the CPI being the first one, that's really CPI, PPI, RPI, as all three of those. So make sure you put that on there just so you know that you're looking at all three of them. It's not just one event. CPI is the main event, okay? But there's really a CPI, PPI, RPI, and HPI, and core CPI, and PPI output. So all those are happening at one time. You have 6 news events. That actually gives us strength for a straddle. So you want to note that there are 6 news events on the CPI. And so 6 events, what they are, again, gives more power to a straddle being profitable. And then we go on over to the Eurozone. We got it with the German zoo economic sentiment. That's a potential trade that we can do. Okay. So we don't just want to write that one off. We have stats on that one. Then we got the PPI and we got the tick data. So that really is going to be our 3 main trades we're going to look at for Tuesday. Let's go ahead and knock those out because we don't have them done yet. And let's see. Let me pull these up. Get them all loaded. And we'll walk through them. Okay? On the zoo economic sentiment, it's one that we haven't necessarily embraced a lot in the past, but like I said, we do have stats on it now. So, I can go back, I can look and see, did I do anything with it on a past report here? Let me see what I got. It's like the last one I didn't. Let's check out July, see if I did anything with it. No, so let's go back and looks like I'm going to look one more back. And okay, so this is going to be a new one we're adding on in. What kind of movement did we get? The report's going to come out at 5 a.m. And so I want to see what kind of movements have happened, basically up to about 7, because I'm going to look for like an 11 to 7 type move. And so far, looking at it, I'm seeing about an 11 pip move. Let's see, another 11, literally like back to back. Got 9. It moved about 18, but it pulled on back And then we got one big one, 52. Then we got a 9. We got a 14, a 1, an 11, an 8, an 8, a 47. So another big one, a 9, a 9. So 2 big ones and a lot of small ones. Being at 50 pips, if we could basically bring in $25 on 10 trades and lose, let's say $25 on 2 of those, that'd give us a net 8 trades profitable at $25, a 200 pip profit over the course of a year, putting that trade on 1 time a month. So let's go ahead and make that a 25 pip iron condor, entering at 11 p.m. for a 7 a.m. expiration. That's trading the zoo economic sentiment. And even with the big moves of 50 pips, that still puts you, like I said, at a 1-to-1 on the trade. And if you take 2 losses out of 12, and on a 1-to-1 ratio, you're coming out quite positive. So wipe out 2 of your wins. So you have 10 profits, 2 losses. You wipe out 2 of those profits. Basically, if they're covering the 2 losses, that leaves you with 8 net profits on the trade, making $25 profit, 25 pips of profit, sorry. So 25 pips of profit times 8 trades would be 200 pips, depending on how many you're doing. That could be $200, $2,000, $20,000. Just all comes down to the volume. But that is how to trade the German zoo economic sentiment. Other numbers coming out. We got a PPI coming out in the morning on that. Let's see what we have. If we have that listed as a normal one on the plan or something that we're adding in to our news plan. And I'm scrolling on over here to September and looking at what we got going on Tuesday. A little bit later, we got a manufacturing sales coming out of Canadian dollar. Definitely note that one as a be aware on your list if you don't have it. If you're trading the dollar CAD, obviously I don't think it's a massive mover. I'm going to double check, but it doesn't look like it's not a big mover. But it is just sometimes numbers come in just completely erratic, and even overall, even with that really doesn't seem to be a big mover on the CAD. But if you're a CAD trader, don't get caught by surprise. There's 2 things happening tomorrow for you. One that you need to be aware of is at 8:30, manufacturing sales is coming out. Another one is the Bank of Canada. Their Governor Polis is going to be speaking. So that could also affect the CAD. So on both accounts, you need to, again, have those as be aware events if you're a CAD trader, okay, affecting the dollar CAD there, any kind of CAD combination. All right, so looking at PPI and core CPI, and even potentially the long-term purchases there. On the treasuries, let's look at the PPI. Let me pull up your stats and see if we can pull off maybe an 8 to 10 a.m. Trade on this. We'll see. We got 13. We have 9. We have... let's see. I got to back that out to 10 o'clock again. I thought I had it at 10. So right there in the middle. Okay. So... all right, same stats, though. 13, 9, 10, really not a lot of movement there. Looks like we got a movement of 7 pips, movement of 11 pips. Looks like one big move, about 30. We got a move of 11, 15. Got a movement of 22. Got a movement of 3, 10, 9, and 27. Okay, so understand that we are going to have a couple losses on this one. We're going to go in and we're going to shoot for a 20-pip iron condor, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. A couple losses out of a year, but again, trying to net out a net profit. 20-pip minimum, take profit. Iron condor, buying the lower spread, selling the upper spread, entering at 8 to 10 a.m. on the euro dollar on Nadex. Stay right there. We'll be back right after this.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And so going through, just looking at some various reports, we got the PPI report right there. We also need to look at the tick long-term purchases, see if anything there conflicts with our trade. And but we have PPI, core PPI, manufacturing sales, TIC, all that. And so that report's going to come out for us at 9 a.m., so a little bit later. And I'd just like to see, hey, does that cause any kind of major volatility? And the answer is pretty much no. You don't see any kind of movement at all off of it. We're already taking advantage of the trade with the PPI. So due to that, we're really not going to have a big need for an individual trade. But could we do another trade? If you wanted to add on another trade, could you do another trade, and how would it have worked? Well, if I look from a sort of a 9 to 11 perspective, okay, I guess I really have to go from. I guess it comes out at 9, so you'd still have to be entering like at 8:30. Yeah, so you're really going to have to do the same trade no matter what you do, because, I mean, it's coming out at 9 o'clock. It's not like you get in at 8:55, but for what? I mean, still for 11, and you're going to have less time premium on it. So even with all the analysis in the world on it, we're still going to have the same trade, enter at 8 for a 10 a.m. So, because we can't really extend it out to 11 on a straddling the news event now, or iron condoring the news. But what else could you do? Okay, the report comes out at 9. And the cool thing is, since it's a news report, I can pull stats based on every time this report comes out, what happens over the next 2 hours. Could you actually do an iron condor from 9 to 11, even after the news comes out? Because it's like such a non-event. Well, let's see. We had 15 ticks, 9 to 11, on the last report. If I go before that, we had 9. We have 1 that moved quite a bit. We got a move of 41. Okay, so we had one big one right there. Going on back over to 11 o'clock, we got 22. We have 21. Let me see here. We got 23. This is to 11. Remember, 10 would actually be lower numbers. Let's see here. We got 17. 9. Yeah, one where it wasn't from that event. It already was taking off from a NFP report that came out earlier, but it went up like 56. But again, that was an NFP day. Let's see. We got one that had a CPI day. That was like a 14-tick day. So really, I mean, beyond some days that were pretty big news days, other things happening. Let's see, we had Empire State Manufacturing Index coming out, or manufacturing sales. Basically almost the same day, looking at about 12 ticks. So, beyond days where we had an insane amount of news reports leading up to it, got a movement of about like 15 ticks or less, and some 20-tick ones. So the problem is you're going to try to go for like 30 ticks. Again, a 9 to 11 for 30 ticks is pretty low probability. So you could go for the trade if you saw one, but I don't think I'd even put it on my list. I would just count it as included in the first trade. It's just not worth it. The reality of getting the premium needed is pretty low. So we're going to go ahead and just include that one in the list of the trade that we already have on. Okay, so meaning we're going to include the tick inside the manufacturing sales as just part of the same news trade. What else do we have on our list for news coming out this week? Ones that I already have done and planned out for you. Let me pull them up. I'll go through them with you. We'll have a few things going. But we got, what else? Let's see, we'll have, our regular crop bulletins. And it's like really nothing going on that evening that you need to be aware of. Then we're going to be rolling on into Wednesday, so start there for another ratio after this. We'll go into the rest of the news tomorrow, but we got you caught up and all the way through tomorrow, so that way you can trade it. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
You're watching Tiger TV.